I'm now joined by Luis Baboon Palomino. Luis is coming off of a win over Jorge Patino at World Series of 8 fighting, where he knocked him out in devastating fashion in round two. Luis, thank you very much for agreeing to come onto the show.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
My pleasure. Congratulations as well. It was a fantastic performance at the weekend.
Thank you, thank you. It was a lot of work coming to that fight.
Say that again, sorry, you were a little...
There was a lot of hard work going into that fight. Thank you.
Yeah, I can imagine. You've had a lot of fights. I mean, you've been fighting for a few years, but Jorge Patino's really been around for a long, long time. How did you feel going into the fight, fighting such a well-known a veteran of the sport?
I mean, I was completely ready. I followed Patino for a lot of his career. He's been around for a long time and fought a lot of tough talent out there. But so have I. You know, I believe I fought some really hard, high level fighters out there. And to me, it was just one more fight for the books. And I ended up doing great. And thank God my coaches for that.
Yeah, you certainly have fought some tough opposition. I mean, it was such an exciting fight as well. I mean, you came out, you were so aggressive from the off. Was that your game plan to come out and kind of put the pressure on him?
Yeah, well, we knew that Patino would try to go for the takedowns. We knew that his grappling game is his strength. And from watching him fight Efrain Escudero, he beat Efrain Escudero in a decision in Brazil for RFA, and we watched the video. We studied him a lot, and we knew that his strength was going to be within the takedowns and the grappling. So we planned out to come out there and show a lot of aggressiveness into making him brawl with me, making him come out into a trade with me, because we knew that in a trade he would lose. And we brought it out of him. We went in there, we showed him the aggression, we pressured him to the point where he actually opened out, and he got caught.
I mean, he did get caught, but I mean, he took a hell of a lot of punishment before you finally put him away. Were you surprised at how many punches he was able to take from you? Because I mean, you landed flush so
Yes.
many times.
Yeah, definitely surprised. I mean, usually when I hit people, usually in my fights, if I connect one clean shot or two clean shots, it's a good night. And this man took a lot of beating, man. I was really surprised. I was like, what the hell's going on? This guy is not going down. I was very surprised actually how much he took. I didn't know until after the fight that he had never been knocked out in over 50 something fights that he's had already. And yeah, it was a big accomplishment.
I think seeing how much punishment he was able to take from you, I think we can see now why he hasn't been knocked out. I mean, you landed punch after punch after punch. I mean, I was
Yeah.
watching it and I just couldn't believe how much punishment he was taking. I mean, we knew he had a big heart going in anyway. We knew he was tough, just as we knew you were tough. But I don't think well, I know I didn't expect him to be able to take that many shots. I bet you were just
Yes,
going
I
when he.
didn't expect that either.
Yeah. Were you
Yeah.
relieved then when he finally went in the second round, because you had landed a lot? Did you think it was not going to happen, or did you just feel you were getting closer and closer?
I felt like I was getting closer and closer. I felt like every time that I connected was one step closer. I definitely seen the damage in his face in between the fight. I seen his confidence drop. Even though he was taking the shots, I could see it in the body language. I could see it in him not pressuring and him running away. That he was starting to get done. That all I had to do was just keep pushing forward with the same aggression and the same accuracy, and that it was going to be over soon. So actually, as the fight went on, my confidence grew and his confidence just dropped, and I seen it. It was very visual to me.
After the first round as well, with the way the first round had gone and the amount of strikes you landed in the first round, what did your corner say to you before you went out for round two?
After the first round,
Yeah, what did your corner say to you going out after the first round, going back out for the second round?
when I came into the first round, they were like, that was it. They were like, that was it. Is the way you finish the round that you were supposed to start the fight. And they just told me just go back in there, relax, find the time inside the range and do it again. Get him to trade with you, and that's what I did. He said, just get him to trade with, stay on your feet and get him to trade with you, and you're gonna see yourself in the right position, And I went out there and I found my range, and it happened.
Now, it's fair to say, I mean, you pretty much controlled the fight from the start. So, taking that into consideration, how did you feel after the fight? Have you got any injuries, or are you good to go?
I didn't get no serious injuries. I did hurt my right hand slightly, I did hurt my right hand slightly, but it was not no big deal. Just a little bit of ice covered up. So I actually came out pretty good out of the fight, and I felt great. No injuries, no injuries.
Ideally, then, when would you like to get back in and compete again?
Excuse me, say it.
Sorry, ideally, when would you like to get back into the cage and compete again?
Oh, I'm good to go right away, man. I would love to get back in there in the very next show that they have. I mean, I hear that they have one in February, I think in Canada, and I heard about the one in Vegas. So I'm definitely ready to go to whichever one they call me for. I'm ready to go.
Have you got? I mean, it was an impressive performance. Have you got anyone in mind you'd like to fight next?
Yeah, I would like the champion. Just engage. If I get the ability to fight him, I think it'll be a great fight. It was a very explosive fight that night. It was very unlike the way that I performed. And I think the both those will make for an exciting fight. I would have to go for the belt.
Yeah, I mean, he did. I mean, you looked explosive. He did look explosive as well. That would be an exciting fight. I mean, the rumours are that he's going to be fighting Nick Newell next. So, would you maybe like to face the winner of that fight?
If I can't get the champion, then I would like to get whoever WSF has in consideration of going next for the title shot. Whatever fighter there is considered a top contender, who's up next, whoever they're considering on giving the title shot. If I can't get the champion, then I would like to have him.
Yeah, that of course makes sense. Well, I want to say congratulations on an impressive performance at the weekend.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
And before we let you go, I just want to give you a chance to do any shout outs. You want to shout out any friends, family, sponsors, and also let the listeners know about your Facebook and Twitter so they can follow you?
Yeah, follow Luis at Luis Baboon and IG at Luis Baboon. Facebook Luis Palomino. Shout outs to my whole entire family, all the fans that came out to support me, my baby Laura. MMA Masters, my team, my sponsors, Massages and Space, and Solid Inc. And the other ones that I didn't remember, they're going to want to kill me, but thank you very much.
Well, thanks very much for your time today, Lewis, and we look forward to seeing you back in the cage again.
Thank you, appreciate it.